Alright everyone, here we go. Let's take a twin flame journey. That ride down the rocky road with no shocks, and you gotta take a piss the whole way. Fortunately, there's a coffee can in the back. If the driver's willing to turn their head for a moment or not look, we can always squeeze it out. That said, these journeys, this soulmate cycle is crazy. It's crazy weird. It goes around and around and around. It make you dizzy. It really will, making me dizzy. But in light of the way the reading's been coming out lately and the Capricorn moon energy, which isn't hurting things, let's see where we're at. We got a deck for the divine feminine and a deck for the divine masculine. I'm going to split the polarities, negative polarity, positive polarity. And I've got their own individual mini decks to clarify each one. Let's see where we're at. All right, let's shuffle the deck here for the divine feminine first and see what the baseline energy is that we're working with here. Let's see where the 74 Pinto is in relation to the shiny new BMW. Let's go. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. As with all the Twin Flame Journey readings, and there's a whole playlist of these going back to a year ago, last July is when we started. That's when I coined the phrase 74 Pinto for the Divine Masculine. It's been a year. I can't even believe it. That said, I'm shuffling the deck right now. So if this reading isn't for you, you're all on different timelines, go find one in the playlist that is. Find where you're at. It's been tracking it pretty good. We've been doing a decent job here, I think. Let's see where we go. Shuffling the deck. Give me the Divine Feminine universe. Give me the Divine Feminine side. Where's the shiny BMW at? Is this going to be a lecture, or is this going to be, well, a douche commercial like it is sometimes? Animals coming up to you in the forest and all that stuff. I don't know. Let's see. I haven't looked. Eight of Wands. So you got communication coming, and you're moving forward. The Eight of Wands been coming up a lot lately. I expect we'll see it at some point tomorrow in the weekly reading. I have no doubt. We saw it in the Friday reading, that's for sure. Came out a message from the universe, I think, if memory serves me. I don't know, that was a few hours ago. This is forward movement. The Divine Feminine's shiny new BMW is running good, and you're going way over the speed limit. Like on that desert freeway ride from Los Angeles to Vegas, where if you go 110, you get trampled. You know, that kind of thing. It is. It's very fast energy, but there is an energy coming towards this for sure. And it's coming in. When I say fast, I mean fast. It's the Knight of Wands crossing that. Knight of Wands crossing the Eight of Wands is as close to a guarantee as I can give you that the 74 Pinto is trying hard to catch up. It's a car that will never keep up with your car, the Divine Feminine side. But it is chugging along. The idea is for them to catch up to you and them to get in your car and you two to ride together. Not for you to get in their car. You don't want to just leave your brand new BMW on the side of the road and say, well, I'm going to go in this Pinto. You don't want to do that. That's why I always tell you, right? Never lower your vibration for this person. This person's trying to catch up. Maybe they had nitrous installed in their damn Pinto. I don't know. But that's a very fast-moving energy coming your way. And it's you moving forward, too. You taking some chances. You brave forward movements and things like that. I see that in your energy as well. So it's both sides, all right? You're driving fast, no doubt about it. It's good. It's good energy, you know. If you're waiting for communications, it's exactly what you wanted to see. Let's just move it on camera. That might be helpful. Okay, now let's shuffle the deck for the Divine Masculine. Let's shuffle on that 74 Pinto and see where we go here. Tell me about the energies around the Divine Masculine. Let's see if we have a match here in some way, in some capacity anyway. I don't know, maybe we'll get double Eight of Wands. That'd be interesting. That'd be almost ideal, but we'll see. Let's see where we go. Let's not prejudge anything now. Come on now. All right, here we go. Let's shuffle the deck. Give me the Divine Masculine. Yeah, it's the usual. I'm going to show you the bottom card because we see this a lot. And you know, you're probably getting tired of me saying it, right? Saying that she never surfed those waters before. Right on the edge. It's right on the edge. I mean, they almost caught up to you. Three of Wands is almost the Four of Wands, which is the road to the Ten of Pentacles. The Four of Wands is where they get out of their car and into yours. And, you know, I keep it homespun. I'm not trying to complicate things and flex my spiritual knowledge and science and all that kind of, there's no need here. It's very simple. They are catching up. They are coming towards you very soon. This is an energy here of, they can see that your taillights, all right? Something's coming towards you. You got communication coming. There's no doubt. It almost doesn't matter what's on the top. This is more reflective of their personality, and it is. It's the Two of Swords. It's Sarah Gilbert. It's Darlene from Roseanne. But it's, you know, it's an energy of someone who's blindfolded, who could just, if they stop swatting at the energy around them, could take off the blindfold and see that they can untie themselves from the mess that they're in. And that's the only thing jamming them up. It really is. Three of Wands. Someone very confused is about to show up in front of you. And that's exactly what the readings lately have been saying. They're showing up in Three Swords. Actually, they're showing up in Three Swords, and Seven Cups has been coming up a lot lately. That's very confused energy. It's someone who's never surfed these waters before. But this is where we're at. This is verifying every reading I've pulled over the last 2 weeks. Quite frankly, every reading I've pulled going back to last month's full moon. Let's see where we go. Not surprising. Not surprising at all. Let's clarify the Eight of Wands energy for the Divine Feminine. Why is this Eight of Wands here for the DFs? What's going on? We got the little animal deck clarifying the big animal deck here. All right. Okay, I see what's happening. Now, I'm going to pull 3 cards. The center card here, the base energy, is going to be crossed by the Eight of Pentacles. Okay? It can mean a lot of things. I read the surface energy as you've done the work. You've gotten yourself up to the Nine of Pentacles. All right, let's see. Let's pull some cards. The Emperor, that's who's coming in. The Divine, this is the Divine Masculine. It showed up here, right there. It's on top of the Eight of Wands. Well, I would say what's on top of the Eight of Wands, right there. Divine Masculine. That's who's coming in. That verifies and cross-checks the whole reading here, which makes sense. They're nervous about it, but it's not stopping them. Two of Swords, I like the Two of Swords in most respects. It's just someone who's too shit stupid to remove the damn blindfold and stop swatting at things, stop overthinking. They're just overthinking. It's what's slowing them down. It's why she's perpetually on the shore. That's who's coming in. In another layer of energy, this is you being balanced. When I get the Divine Masculine on the Divine Feminine side, energy is always in layers. It's saying again what I've been saying. You're reflecting in pure, balanced Empress energy. There's no doubt about it, because this is what happens right there. Balanced. You're a balanced Divine Feminine. Your masculine energy is right where it should be. Your feminine energy is right where it should be, and it's moving you forward. And you have because you're balanced, you have the bravery to take action in your own life. What's the center card crossed by that Eight of Pentacles? What is it? I haven't looked. Two of Pentacles. I like that. You got options. You got options because you've done the work. This is the card of the Apprentice right there. Working hard to get to the Nine of Pentacles, to get to that freedom. Now you've got options. If you get in your head, you fall backwards. All right? Just go with the flow of energy. What's bookending the Emperor here? The Lovers. More verification, cross-checking the reading that the 74 Pinto, for some unknown reason, maybe they had nitrous put in, maybe they're running airplane fuel for a day, I don't know, but they're catching up. They're able to reach out. Somehow, and that can mean a lot of things. You know, I give a homespun analogy there, but it can give a lot of things. It can mean a lot of things. It can mean they broke up with somebody and now they're able to reach out. Or now, you know, they just suddenly have a moment of bravery where she says, oh, fuck it, I'm going in the water. I don't know. Either way, the Lover's card here tells me that you're feeling yourself. You're balanced within yourself. It also tells me that the Divine Masculine is feeling the soulmate connection for sure. And that's what's coming in. You're about to have a conversation. There's a conversation about to be had here. Two soulmates about to come together. The love geese are already in the air. These cars are both moving. All right? Let's clarify. Let's take a look at the Divine Masculine side. Tell me about this Two of Swords energy. And I'm going to incorporate the Three of Wands energy too. Now, even though the suits don't match, that's a nice that's a nice blending of energies there. It's a bit of an escalation. It's their baseline energy is 2, and the affecting energy around them is 3. So the urge is to reach out. You know, they know exactly what they need to do. They just getting in their own way like they always do. All right, it is what it is. Let's see what's going on here. Why is the Two of Swords here? Let's see where we go. Now, I'll keep my mouth shut. We'll see. Let me focus on the shuffle before I start riffing on the energy. But I'm going to show you the bottom card. And exactly what did I say about this Two of Swords? I said they can take the blindfold off. If they do that and they stop swatting at things around them, stop getting in their own way and overthinking, she jumps in the water. It looks like nice water to me. It looks perfectly fine. I don't see any dorsal fins out there. Get the fucking ass in the water. Right? Like that. Crossing the center card here is the Seven of Swords. We've seen this a lot. Again, it's everything I said about this Two of Swords. Your person's getting in their own way. That's all. That's the only thing slowing them down. Maybe they don't realize they're trying to push the gas pedal all the way to the floor, and they don't realize they got something there's like a rock stuck underneath there that's preventing it from going all the way down. Something along those lines. You know, it's something really stupid. You know, it really is. Page of Wands. They don't want you to get away. The Divine Masculine does not want you to get away. In the same position as they showed up over here, we get them communicating. We get a reading that tells us the Divine Masculine wants to communicate. They don't want you to get away. That's my card again of chucking the spear, right? Shooting out the tires on the we get this all the time. Shooting out the tires on the brand new BMW because it's going a little too fast. They don't want this to be over. They all want to work on this. This is communication. It's someone who does not want you to get away. Quick, chuck the spear at the tire. Pop the tire, and then you go over, and then you can finally catch up. Then they'll help you change the tire and get in. That's the conversation, and then you get in the car together, and off you go. That is a good sign, but it's still a page. It's the usual, right? I mean, come on, this reading wouldn't be accurate if all of a sudden we got a drastic change. And people don't change that quickly. People don't change at all. They just adapt, okay? They're always going to be a little bit running. You know what I'm saying? Always. You know, it really is. Okay, what's the center card, which is crossing? Crossed by this Seven of Swords on their side. You. Look, come on. It's the Empress, the Queen of Tits, the best tits in the tarot. You, the Divine Feminine. They got the Divine Feminine on their side, and you got the Divine Masculine on your side. This is their base energy, though. This is who they want to do. This isn't sitting on top of this. We know they're up in their head about you already. We don't need a second message of that. Why would it be a second message? Because the Seven of Swords, the self-deception, right, is getting in their own way, is crossing you. So we already know that. But why this is here is this is who wants to make things right. This is who they're coming to talk to. It's double verification all the way around. The whole fucking reading is just cross-checking itself. This also tells me a little bit that while their feminine energy is coming up, they're suppressing it a little bit. They're pushing it down. Because while she a woman, she a child. Okay? So keep that in mind. They push it back. And that's part of the self-sabotage, the self-deception, the Seven Swords. Your person, I say it all the time. I'll say it again. They're full of shit. They love the fuck out of you. You're all that matters. You're a divine couple. They need you. The Divine Masculine needs the Divine Feminine. They got to stop lying to themselves and pushing this down. Okay? Open the damn nozzle on the nitrous on your fucking 74 Pinto and get the fuck up there. You know, even if it runs for just 10 seconds, they're still going to boost themselves up to a faster speed than what you're going and catch up. What's bookending this Page of Wands here? See? The Devil. Now, he's driving a Trans Am. Like I always tell you, right? This is the asshole at the party with the shirt off and the hair flared. He got the Trans Am outside, wants you to come out and have some weed with him. I got some weed in the car. Come sit in the T-tops. We'll take the T-tops down, right? That old Burt Reynolds Trans Am. Now, why would I mention that specifically here? Okay? This person really wants to go faster. Now, while I'm not a big fan of the 77, 76, 77 range of Trans Am, I thought it was severely underpowered. You know, I've driven them. I've driven all of them. I've driven ones that even had the turbo in it, and I think they're underpowered in the low gears. They're a little slow off the line. Once you get them going, they're all right. But it's still a faster and better car than a 74 Pinto any day of the week, even if it's not running right. That being said, the divine masculine here is obsessed with coming toward the divine feminine. So obsessed that it creates a fear within them, if you will. You know, a fear of a whole bunch of what ifs is what they're telling themselves. And that's all a lie. It's crazy. It's nonsense. Love is something you take a leap of faith toward. There's a tie that binds, there's a connection here, there's a soul contract, however you want to phrase it. A tie that binds that will not stop this person. They will pull over at a rest stop and steal a Trans Am just to have a faster car. Okay? As the reason I don't always mention the Trans Am in association with the devil. I know a lot of you like to tweet Trans Am pictures and shit like that whenever I get the devil. But this time it's here. It's good with our little metaphor that we're doing here. Yeah, they're coming right towards you with obsession. This backs up every reading we've been getting, and especially with this Three of Wands here, we keep seeing that. They're right there. They're right on top of you. But the thing is you're also moving forward. You've got options. It can be a little bit of too little too late if this person doesn't get their act together. We're going to pull a bridging energy, but I just want to see, the Page of Swords is crossing this Seven of Swords on top of you. It's another page. They're just knocking themselves down. I don't have a person here who's beyond page. This is a card of disappointment. Disappointing messages. Can be an energy of spying. They probably are. It's probably here, but that's not what it means in this context. It means this person is letting themselves down. They're letting themselves down. They have the ability to be more than what they are. They're reflecting as someone who has the potential to be the emperor, to be balanced just like you. Just like their energy shows up over here showing that you're balanced, theirs is further down. They're pushing it down and becoming a page. Ideally, I would want these reversed like that. That would show me, oh my God, they're balanced. They're perfectly balanced. They're not. It's not perfectly balanced. It's a semi-balanced kind of energy. They get in their own way. That's the only thing slowing this conversation down, really, that you guys need to have. Now, I am going to pull a bridging energy, and I'm going to do it with the witches. All right? Now, I always do this. I'm going to move these out of the way just a little bit. I'm just going to, you'll see the Knight of Wands ass. That's about it. And I'm going to pull bridging energy here. All right. This bridging energy is going to be future influence, we'll say. And I'm just going to pull it straight down. I'm going to pull 4 cards. All right. We'll see where we go here. What's the future influence here? And I don't know whose side it's going to talk about. I don't know if it's going to talk about your side or their side. I used to split it, and I may do that, depending on what side comes up here. I don't know yet. I just don't know yet. That's part of the fun of me doing these readings. I don't know what's going to happen either. I mean, I know what energy is here. I don't need the cards. I know they're coming towards you. That's very clear. I know you got communication coming. But you got communication. I'm just going to say it. Okay? You deserve, this is beautiful energy. You deserve better. You've got communication coming, yeah. But from an asshole. From an asshole who was driving a 74 Pinto, had the opportunity to steal a whole parking lot of cars and picks another shitty car to steal. You know, maybe in that parking lot there was Range Rovers, there was a Porsche, there was all kinds of things they could have stole. They stole the 77 Trans Am. Okay, it's not much better than the 74 Pinto. It's better, but it's, you know, it's still not as good as what you're driving. All right, because they're knocking themselves down. They're selling themselves short. You know. It is. It's this person's own. A lot of this is toxin. A lot of this, we've talked about this recently. The Ace of Cups that they hold for you has turned toxic. That this person's own emotions, because of the Seven of Swords right here crossing, right, and the Page of Swords crossing that, disappointing themselves, their own emotions have turned on them. Their own emotions within themselves have become toxic to themselves. So not only are they in toxic situations, they're toxic in their feelings. And I wish they'd stop selling themselves short. I wish they'd stop overthinking this. I wish they'd stop worrying about what you might do and just find out what you will do, which is a good way to go through life, to be perfectly honest with you. It's a terrible way to sit around and worried about what might happen. For fuck's sake, we don't know. Nobody got a crystal ball but the Wicked Witch of the West. You can't tell. Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, there's no way to tell anything 100%. There's other people's involvement, there's your involvement, the winds can change at any second, so worrying about it is just stupid. This person hasn't heard that. Maybe they didn't read my blog article on it, I don't know. Send them a link. Anyway, let's pull the future influence here a little bit. Let's see which way the wind is at least blowing right now. Let's see what's going on. I do think in the end, once it gets going, on my car metaphor, that the Trans Am will catch the brand new BMW. It might not beat it off the line or 0 to 60, but it will catch it once they're going. The top end is fine. All right, let's see what we got. 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, Knight of Wands. Hey, you recognize that? Hey, right there. And the 9 of Wands. 1, 2, 3, 4 I said I was going to pull. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Wands. This is a message, future influence, for this fool over here. All right? It's a match. That means that because the Knight of Wands is here and I pointed to yours over here, which you can only see his ass, I know. But I pointed to yours over here. Maybe I'll move it. You can see a little bit, at least get some Knight of Wands nipple in there. I think we got his whole head. Okay, good. This tells me that that's the Knight of Wands that's coming to you. All right? This 8 of Wands is mainly your forward movement. This Knight of Wands is who's coming in, and it's emotionally immature. Well, we know that. They're selling themselves short. As their feminine energy comes up, their Empress energy comes up, they deceive themselves, right? They let themselves generate a bunch of fears, and they knock it back to a page. We know that. And they're disappointing their own selves with the Page of Swords crossing the 7 of Swords that was crossing this Empress here. They're coming in toward you, okay? That I got. This card here is crossing the 5 of Wands. Again, it's someone who's showing up very confusing. You know, it might cause a problem. The way they're showing up is wrong. They shouldn't show up this way. They're coming to get 10 Pentacles. Bookending the 10 Pentacles is the 9 of Wands. 9 is the end, yes, but they got their face turned away from the sun, from the light. They're coming in wrong, is what this is saying. The universe is saying this person's coming towards you. This is future influence for you. This person's coming towards, right? And this person here, Divine Masculine, is coming towards you. But they're coming under an energy, again, how many times are we going to see the 5 of Wands with the 9 of Wands in a reading? It keeps coming up that way. It's the end of their resistance. They're just coming in a way where it's a little childish. It's a little, they can get out as fast as they come in. In other words, they have no confidence along with it. And it's causing a problem. It's putting a barrier to the 10 of Pentacles here. All right? So, yeah, they're coming towards you. They show up right here. But you got options. You've done the work. You've grown. This is a real, they need you more than you need them, and I've said that before, and that's exactly what I'm saying. All the readings here that I've been doing lately have been saying pretty much just this, pretty much what's here about them. They're knocking themselves down. They're showing up as Page. How many times are we going to see the Page of Wands with the Page of Swords, too? You know, those come up together all the time. All right. Let's pull a future influence now because we know this is what you can expect. Let's pull what they can expect. Give me the future influence on their side. Potential, anyway. We're just taking the winds right now. Winds can change. All right? It's definitely coming towards. There's no doubt. They got a lot to... There's a self-confidence issue here. I'm telling you, this person, I don't care who they are. I've been reading this energy now since I've been here on YouTube. And I'm telling you, there's a self-confidence issue. It's not. I mean, it is low self-worth a little bit. It's almost like someone who's shy but pretends not to be. It's the way it feels, and they're a good pretender. They're very good. But when it gets real, the truth of who they are comes out, and so it comes out wrong, right? They get in the way, again, we see getting in the way of something that could be really good. They needed to show up. These Knight of Wands needed to be Knight of Cups. All right, that would have been different. Let's see. Let's pull one more row of future influence here. Okay, let's do it. Let's see here. What do we got? Okay. All right. Yeah, I see the bottom card. Let me pull the top 4. Okay, 8 Swords, 9 Pentacles. There you are, because the 8 Pentacles was crossing here, and I said you've worked yourself up. You've got options. There you are. Okay. Wheel of Fortune and the Sun. They're going to be very surprised by your reaction. You may hear that a lot around YouTube and other readings. They're surprised by your reaction. They're coming to make things right, but they're surprised by your reaction. Yeah, it's true. It's just the surface energy. I'm going to go a little deeper. But yep, they might be surprised. The future influence for this person is what? Huh? Like that. It's confusion, afraid. Okay, going a layer deeper. Then they're surprised by your reaction, a couple of layers deeper. What this person fails to realize is you've changed. While they're still basically the same person they were when you first crossed paths and they ran from you, they were just, they've come up to the minimum acceptable level, right? In the soulmate cycle, the minimum acceptable level. You've moved beyond that. That's where you were when you first crossed paths. The Divine Feminine, when you guys had soul recognition, was at the minimum requirement. They have now come up to that minimum requirement. So if it was back in time and we first crossed paths, you guys would be fine. Like energy attracts like energy. But now, the Divine Feminine has moved up. 9 of Pentacles. Things have changed, right? You're not the same as you were then. It's like, I can equate it in 3D terms just as an example. It's like when you first met, maybe, and I'm not saying this is just an example. I'm not saying this is what's in the energy. Maybe when you first met, you know, you were a janitor and they were a rock star or a movie star, right? Fine. Okay, and emotionally you were on the same minimum level. But now you've come up and you're a bigger rock star than they ever were. Okay, no longer are you the janitor. Now you're an even bigger rock star than they ever were. And it surprises this person. It's a mismatch of energy in some way. You've gone through a huge transformation, the Wheel of Fortune crossing the 9 of Pentacles. Now you're the one who's independent. You're the one who's rich. You're the one who's got shit together, right? You're the one who's the shit. It's really strange because this is a person, this is an energy that feels like they're the shit, but they're not. They're just shit. Okay? It's all fake. We get that a lot with this person, and that's why their confidence dwindles them down to a page. What's happening is the energy around them, why this happens, why they're not on your level, are these 2 bookends right here. Okay? You want truth. What you get is somebody who's, it's very very confusing, very in their head, very afraid to open up and all that. So they're surprised by your reaction because they're not giving you enough, okay? And they figure that it is enough, but it's not. It needs to be more. So they're going to learn. I said this in a recent All Signs reading, and I will say it again. I don't remember which reading it was. I think it was the full moon reading with the one that had the 3 of Swords in their emotions. This person is learning a lesson right now. It's a lesson. They are coming towards you, and when they do, they're going to learn a lesson. I don't know what that lesson is. It's going to vary for all of you, but they are going to be surprised by who they're coming to see, and who they're coming to see is somebody who's really got their shit together over here. Someone who's moving forward, taking chances, making brave moves in life, and has options. Someone who has other soulmates on the periphery. Competition for this person. They're just not bringing enough as a page. I needed to see a Knight of Cups here. And I think they will eventually get there. But I think when they show up, they're running into a different energy. It's a whole different soulmate now than you were when you first crossed paths. And again, these readings are timeless. There's a whole playlist of these. This is me following the journey. This reading is primarily for those of you who have been around from the beginning of when I got here and started pulling on this stuff, or for at least the last few months anyway. You've grown a lot. See, even the bird agrees. The bird even agrees, and he a Pisces. What? What is your problem? He probably wants to point something out over here. Okay, you can sit on my knee while I'm here. You can put him on camera. There he is. He's right here. You can sit on my knee if you promise not to do that again. I'm trying to talk to these people. All right, don't lower your energy. All right, don't do that. Don't bring yourself. Don't become this. All right, no. All right. I mean, that's pretty much it. This person here keeps knocking up. There's a self. No, I don't want to say self-worth. No, I know it's funny. I don't want to say self-worth. It's just a insecurity, I guess, within this person. Let's see. What are you doing? It's not food. It's a deck of cards. No. All right. You want to pick the card? You won't pick the card for him. All right. Fine. It's all right if you're naked. You're off camera. They can't see you. He's not wearing his pants. All right. Fine. All right. Here we go. Let's shuffle the deck here. See if there's anything else the universe wants to tell you. All right. Let's go. What you doing screeching on video like that? You never screech on video. I think he's upset. I think he's upset by all of this. All right, let's go. All right. Here's what the universe wants to tell you. 9 of Pentacles. It's not funny. Queen of Swords and the Hierophant. And right here, the Ace of Swords crossing the Queen of Swords. This is a message for the DF. Except, do not lower your vibration to meet just because you're excited this person shows up. They have a lesson to learn, and you got forward movement to keep doing. You keep doing what you're doing. You're on the right path. You're doing great. You got options opening up, other soulmates coming in, and this soulmate coming in. Right here, the Sword of Truth and the Queen who holds it. All right? It's right here. Except this person is coming to talk to somebody here who's been spiritually changed. This is a very powerful connection. You've grown a lot. You're this. Here's the 9 of Pentacles again. Right? This person needs to come in and speak some truths. And unfortunately, they're going to be very surprised, I think, by your reaction. At the end of the day, you're accepting nothing but the truth. And they are coming towards you, but they're not. The vibrational difference here is enough that it'll cause friction. Or at least, kind of boggle their mind a little bit. I think this person, for some of you, is used to being quite popular. Now you're the popular one. Yep, Bird's not happy about it. You're going to have to deal with that. They're going to have to deal with that, I should say. That's your reading. I mean, that's where we're at. It's as simple as that. In fact, even at the bottom of the deck, the message for you, accept only the truth. For reconciliation, truth, and adult conversation is required. The sun, they must illuminate some things for you. You're up here at the 9 of Pentacles. Look, for victory right here. 6 of Wands, victory is crossing the Ace of Swords. Only truth brings victory here. And I don't know that someone who's reflecting as 2 swords, oh God, should I go in the water? And yes, they have the potential for Empress energy, but it's crossed by 7 swords where they knock themselves down to a page and behave like this, right? Behave in a manner of, the devil generates fear. There's fear. And the devil, it generates illusion. It's like a smoke and mirrors show coming in. They need to meet you on your level. If they don't speak the truth, you got to kick them back to the curb. You can't lower your vibration. You can't stunt your growth. You've grown a lot in this cycle. That's what it is. I can't say anything bad about the DF side. It's very nice. The DM side, I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying they need to get out of their own way. And I think it's a self-esteem issue. I think it's a confidence issue with them. I think that any confidence they put out in the real world is fake. That's why that fakey McFakerman keeps coming up. We don't have that here, although I don't know what's crossing this. Well, Temperance is crossing that. Again, what will make them come towards you is feeling this connection. I see that here anyway. Temperance usually represents angel energy, which is sort of cancels out the devil energy. Net, you end up with a page coming towards you. It's saying the same thing, basically. All right? That's your reading. That's where we're at. That's what's happening. It is what it is. You have changed this person, there's no doubt. They just got to face the truth. You know, that's all there is to it. I hope this reading was helpful. Sorry about the screech. I don't know why he got so excited, but apparently twin flame journeys excite him. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right. Good luck.